India Meteorological Department IMD predicts more rain and thunderstorms with lightning and gusty winds in several parts of Manipur in next few days. Flash floods submerge several roads and lanes across Imphal city due to incessant rain. 3 out of 5 gates of Ithai Barrage open to release excess water. Tension escalates in the Chanungawang Lekai, Imphal East district after suspected Kuki gunmen fire several rounds at a herd of grazing cattle near the 35 Assam Rifle Post. And President Draupadi Murmu confers National Florence Nightingale Award 2025 to 15 outstanding nurses, including Laima Pokpam Ranjita from Manipur. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm Colonel SHAMBANDURAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Now, the news in details. India Meteorological Department IMD predicts heavy rain and thunderstorm with lightning and gusty wind at a speed of 40 to 50 kilometers per hour in several parts of Manipur in the next few days. Red alert has been issued in many districts predicting heavy rainfall today. Widespread rain is expected in Tamenglong, Senapati, Ukhrul, Kamjong, Jiribam, Noni, Teknopal, Chandal and Farzalt district in several places of Kangpokpi, Imphal West, Imphal East, Vishnupur, Thoubal, Kakching and Churachandpur districts. As per a report from ICAR Agro Meteorological Unit Lumphel, Manipur received 20.4 mm rainfall in the last 24 hours. Highest temperature recorded today was 24.5 Celsius degree and lowest was 22.5 degrees Celsius. Several roads and lanes across Imphal city are currently submerged due to incessant rainfall that has persisted over the past few days. The situation has been exacerbated by the failure of relevant authorities to clean and maintain drainage system in and around the city ahead of the monsoon season. As a result, widespread water lodging and triggered flash flood in multiple locations, causing inconvenience and raising concern over public health and infrastructure safety. Meanwhile, the water level of the Imphal River and Iril River are steadily rising, although they have not yet reached the warning mark. In response to heavy rainfall over the past few days, 3 out of 5 gates of the Ithai Barrage have been opened to release excess water, preventing overflow and potential flooding in surrounding areas. The decision was taken early today after water overflowed across all 5 gates. Due to incessant rainfall across Manipur, river levels have risen with water from multiple rivers feeding into Loktak Lake. As a result, the Ithai Barrage managed by NHPC was nearing capacity. The gate were first opened at around 12:20 a.m. with gate number 3 followed by gate number 2 and gate number 4 at around 5:30 a.m. following which the water levels of the upstream sites has come down by approximately 2 feet. As of now, the upstream water level stands at 769.29 meters and the downstream level at 765.80 meters. At Imphal, the barrage gate number 1 to gate number 4 are opened while gate number 5 remains closed. Vehicular movement along National Highway 37 Imphal-Jiribam Road resumed this morning after a landslide at Nungdolal between the K. Sinamd and Sejang village in Kangpokpi district disrupted traffic around 7:30 a.m. due to incessant rain. Several goods vehicles, including oil tankers, were stranded and debris blocked the highways. National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited NHIDCL promptly cleared the landslide using heavy machineries. Traffic was restored by 10:30 a.m., ensuring the safe passage of stranded vehicles and resuming normal flows on the vital highway. Tension escalated in Chanung Awangleikai, Imphal district today after suspected Kuki gunmen reportedly fired several rounds at a herd of grazing cattle near the 35 Assam rifle post. The incident occurred around 11:30 a.m. in a paddy fields under Sagolmang police station. According to villagers who spoke to Impact News, the armed miscreants entered the area early in the morning and opened fire at cattle just 100 meters from the Assam rifle post. Locals intervened, forcing the suspects to flee up hills. However, villagers expressed frustration over the alleged inaction of Assam rifle personnel who did not pursue the attackers. Residents say they have lived in fear since ethnic violence erupted in the state on May 3, 2023. Today's incident has renewed public concern over security and the role of central forces in protecting civilians. Federation of Haumi reiterates its stance following an FIR filed by leaders of Chind Kuki Zo civil society organization at Churachandpur police station, accusing the federation of inciting communal tension by leveling the Kuki communities as refugees. Speaking to media at its Kabolekai office in Imphal today, Federation's President Sapamcha Jadumani asserted that the FIR only reinforced the Federation's claim that the Kuki community came as refugees. He said the Federation possessed verified documents from the state and central government showing that refugee or relief funds were extended to Kuki between 1957 and 1973, which he termed as concrete proof of their refugee status. Jadumani alleged that those now demanding separate administration and territory are either Kukis who did not receive relief assistance or those who entered the state by crossing the international border. He maintained that peace can only be restored if indigenous people who have resided in Manipur since the 17th century distinguish themselves from intruders who do not share a desire for harmonious coexistence. He further claimed that Myanmar Nationals KNO President PS Haukip and ZRA President Thang Lianpao Guite, formerly a member of parliament in Myanmar's Tongjang constituency, are destroying history to destabilize Manipur. Jadumani also condemned any interference by the Kuki communities in the proposed erection of an indigenous pillar at Sawombung Kabui Kunjao, stating that the pillar is meant solely for the indigenous people with distinct Yeksalai lineages. He urged the Home Department to take prompt action on the complaint filed on May 23 by Chind Kuki Zo leaders.
1950 ka 6 73 bawa tam ahumlak foreigner gi oiba relief fund India government gi lawi through the Manipur government Kuki refugee fund gi damakta organization lingiba India government gi Manipur government gi sentang lawriba refugee fund do makoi refugee natragadi kamai tokdana lawduino sini masida ekhoina federation haumina Manipur miyamna Kuki singse refugee ni haibada madu sawom thokte maramdi madugi sapchaba praman lai aikhoina yum gadoriba pillar se masi indigenous pillar ni yolomi pillar ni yek sarai leiba hup kunmagi oba pillar ni masida Kuki foreigner sing mitop sing yawn gedam ni haibadudi moi rai leite moi mathau leite aitare.
Federation of Civil Society Organization Folk spokesperson Ngangbam Jemson stated that the Ministry of Home Affairs MHA has assured them that the territorial integrity of Manipur will not be compromised under any circumstances. The assurance was given during a meeting held in New Delhi on May 27th. Addressing media at Manipur Press Club today, Jemson said Folk submitted a 5-point memorandum to the MHA raising key concerns including the blockage of national highways and the urgent need for proper resettlement of internally displaced persons. He added that the delegations also brought up the recent Gualtabi incident and strongly urged the centre to take appropriate action against those responsible.
Government of India side integrity of Manipur se disturb sukto toroi integrity of Manipur se intake when adumal laigani habagi assurance ma akoina phangizai maikoiga May 3rd 2023 dagi tholai ba sahi ani helaba irang se Government of India ge su yamna thuna ma loisan bagi aningba pamas maikogi side dagi phongdorai aduga loinana na akoina su yamna kanna haiba tare yam kanna masi yam thuna ma loisan bidaba yadabani habagi wafam thambirami aduga loinana ngasai highway hangdokpa aduga IDP singse magi laikai khunda khoi amu hanjandana mayu makai sangat sagatana khoi pibam thopa compensation ama torakanda amu hanna resettle tawdana hanagi normal life ta langma honabasida Government of India gi full commitment lai haba afam ahum se masi aina sum khanjabada whole interaction gi kaino dudagi apaina khamba measure take aways ni haidana ismaina imyang inform thamsu.
Internally displaced persons from Chirachandpur and More currently taking shelter at Langol Game Village, Zone 3 and 4 quarters carried out agitation today condemning government's eviction order. Taking part in the protests, and internally displaced persons said that ever since the outbreak of Manipur crisis, people fleeing from Chirachandpur and More have been taking shelter at Langol Game Village quarters. She urged government to make alternative arrangement if it wants them to vacate the quarters. Protesters voiced out cries of resentment and held placards which read, "Do not use force to evict us. We are victims of this crisis and we are also human beings." Delhi Meitei Coordinating Committee DMCC condemns the statement made by Manipur Chief Secretary regarding the Gualtabi incident. During a press conference held in Delhi, DMCC Women Wing Corps member and the Subarani also criticized the timing of political development in Manipur, particularly the move by 44 MLAs to form a new government, calling it poorly timed. DMCC expressed full support for the movement led by Kokomi in response to the Gualtabi incident and urged the people of Manipur to continue the agitation until demands are met. The committee cautions against holding protest merely on the basis of talks with the authorities.
Moina thabak oina pangthoktribo responsible oriba governor amadi chief secretary adegi security advisor amadi DGP moisingse keno tawba suspend tawhanba natragana moi atopo pham transfer tawba moi tawdri khaidi action hoina tawdri khaidi moina thajaba pire haira koi maning halaroi si maramdi akoi ngai be aba ngai re hojiki matam laitre akoi manipur se akoi ram pumo pagi mom da ga ya duduna majin tang leba myam da madi ko pumi da myam da akoi yin sisina akoi tumto zuni leba myam.
Meitei Tribe Union MMTU condemns the reported threats issued to Nepali Gurkha residents in Kankopi district by Sadar Hill Chief Association. In a press note, MMTU termed the act as a part of Kuki occupations and expansionism and urged all indigenous communities to unite against and orchestrated attempt by Kuki immigrants from Myanmar to dominate and displace native groups. MMTU alleged that the move is part of a broader strategy to undermine the rights and existence of indigenous communities by forcibly assimilating or driving them out of their ancestral lands. MMTU reiterated its stance against such aggressive tactics and called for collective resistance to protect the demographic and cultural integrity of the state. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on President Draupadi Murmu presenting National Florence Nightingale Award 2025 to 15 outstanding nurses. We'll be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Aigiming Aibamdit Kumar Singh NEET UG 2020 exam da Manipur gi oina state topper oiraki, and I am a very proud student of Comet Coaching Institute.
Start your journey with Comet, Manipur leading NEET Coaching Institute. Admissions are now open for the regular NEET UG Medical. Apply before the 31st of May 2025. Classes begin 12th of June 2025. With a legacy of success, 184 students cleared NEET in 2023, 177 in 2024, and state toppers year after year. Experienced faculty, NCERT-based study material, regular assessments, and personal mentorship.
Future experience in the community manung the facilities in Asia amutang try to
Free studentships and 50% fee concessions available for meritorious students. Seats are limited. Comment, where excelling is the way of life. Enroll today, shine tomorrow.
Hakchang Panatamge Hairabadi, Iram the Masimakta the Laiba, Kwaidagi Paraba Hospital Singi Manungda Ama Oiriba, Babina Hospital Lizeri.
Mapamasida, Tazaba Yarabamadi, Seliam Changdana, Specialty Kunhen Badana Lying Bagi Kudong Chaba Pizeri.
Pediatrics, Cardiology, Cosmetic Surgery Amadi, Specialty Makal Maka Kayada, Aikogi Specialist Singna, Marik Chumna, Kawai Hakchang Yauna Lying Zeri.
Aduna, State Wangmada Muk Karigi Chatlugani, Aikogi Manipur da Suhogikti, Awang Bataki, Healthcare Fanglabada.
Matam Mangan Biraganu, Sel Henatingan Biraganu, Aikogi Specialist Singdagi, Malemgi Apabataki Lying Patap Yumpam Oiba, Service Lobiu.
Babina Hospital, where hope meets compassion.
Akupamarol Gidamag, Babina Hospital, Saziwa Gel Road, Kabay Soy Imphal Istaleng Sinbirau.
Natraga, Aikogi phone number 6909 390666 ta call to Birau.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin and moving on with our bulletin. President Draupadi Murmu conferred the National Florence Nightingale Award 2025 to 15 outstanding nurses at the ceremony held at Rashtrapati Bhavan today. Nurses Laima Pokpam Ranjita from the Oinam Bajar, Vishnupur district, Manipur was among the awardee. The award, instituted by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, recognized exemplary service in public health. Each recipient received a certificate, medal and 1 lakh rupees. The awardees includes ANMs, LHVs and staff nurses from various states and union territories such as Manipur, Tamil Nadu, Assam, Delhi and Lakshadweep. Union Health Minister JP Nadda, present at the event, praised their dedication to healthcare. The event also spotlighted initiatives like the National Nursing and Midwifery Commissioned Egg and the opening of 157 nursing colleges to strengthen India's nursing sector. Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIMS Imphal today marked a significant milestone with the inauguration of a state-of-the-art modular operation theatre complex for the Department of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation PMR. The new facility was inaugurated by RIMS Director Professor G. Sunil Kumar Sharma in the presence of RIMS Medical Superintendent Professor and Sanjeev and Head of PMR Department, Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, Professor L. Neelachandra. Speaking on the occasion, Professor Sunil Kumar highlighted that the Operation Theatre Complex will improve surgical care and outcomes of the patients with disabilities. It is expected to enhance the quality of surgical care and rehabilitation services provided by the Department of PMR in alignment with RIMS' mission to deliver advanced and accessible healthcare to the people of Manipur and the Northeast region as a whole. Manipur Drivers Association, in collaboration with several like-minded bodies, has decided to stop collecting donations from the goods trucks drivers applying along National Highway 2, Imphal, Dimapur Road. The resolution was taken during a joint meeting with Manipur Gurkha Motor Workers Welfare Union, Senapati District Truck Owners Association in Senapati District Truck Drivers Union. Speaking to media in Awang Sekmai, MDA President Sai Khomd Babudhond urged all the association operating along national highways to refrain from demanding donations from the truckers, citing the challenges they face amidst the state's ongoing unrest. He also appealed for the safe release of a truck driver who was abducted yesterday by unknown miscreants from the Kaifundai area in Tamenglong district along National Highway 37. The driver, who was transporting goods from Jiribam to Imphal, remains untracked. Babudhan called for collective efforts to ensure the safety and security of all the transport workers.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯕꯝ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯆꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯔꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯒꯨꯋꯥꯍꯥꯇꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯗꯤꯃꯥꯄꯨꯔꯗꯒꯤ ꯏꯝꯐꯥꯜ ꯇꯝꯅ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯆꯥꯅ ꯊꯛꯅꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯆꯩ ꯄꯨꯔꯛꯄ ꯃꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯝꯕꯤꯗ ꯑꯋꯥ ꯑꯅꯥ ꯀꯌꯥꯃꯔꯨꯝ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯗ ꯗꯤꯃꯥꯄꯨꯔꯗꯒꯤꯅ ꯏꯝꯐꯥꯜ ꯐꯥꯎ ꯌꯧꯔꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯒꯦꯠꯁꯤꯗ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯈꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯀꯌꯥꯃꯔꯨꯝꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯋꯥꯕ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥꯗꯕ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯔꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯔꯤꯕꯁꯤ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯈꯜꯂꯨꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯉꯁꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯈꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯁꯣꯁꯤꯌꯦꯁꯟ ꯃꯔꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯄꯨꯟꯕꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯀꯂꯦꯛꯁꯟꯁꯤ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯔꯗꯒꯤ ꯗꯣꯅꯦꯁꯟ ꯂꯧꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯁꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯔꯦ.
Sagolban MLA R.K. Imo inaugurated a year-long free NEET JEE coaching camp today. The coaching camp is initiated by Sagolban Constituency Progressive Committee (SCPC) and Nachom Idu Foundation Kwakaithil. SCPC is sponsoring 20,000 rupees to assist NEET JEE aspirants attending the coaching camp. The camp also provides help internally displaced students. A 3-day training camp on the leadership kickstart at KADA head office in Palace Compound in Imphal today. The camp is being organized as part of the series of training programs undertaken by KADA. Now, the news from the world of sports. Kanglei Indigenous Martial Arts and Cultural Society KAIMEX kicked off the 2-day 6 KAIMEX Inter-School Thangta Groups Competition 2025 at Dr. Kamal Indoor Stadium, Manipur University today. The competition aims to enhance and promote the traditional martial art forms of Manipur, Thangta. Participants from 34 schools are competing in various categories. The opening day featured Thangta performance by students from Special Performing Unit KAIMEX. KAIMEX members, relevant officials, students and their parents were present on the occasion. Ten-day second fencing summer camp jointly organized by Communal Fencing Academy and the Poloi Sports School Jingaral Tejpur concluded today at the Communal Fencing Academy hold. Thongju MLA T.S. Vishwajit, Communal Fencing Academy President T.S. Tilananda, Communal Gram Panchayat Pradhan and Nungshirai, Communal Gram Panchayat Ward number 9 member and Kiran Mala and the Poloi Sports School Jingaral Tejpur Technical Director as James graced the closing ceremony. 40 girls and 20 boys participated in the fencing camp. Serand Ranjit, Sagolsem Jayanta and Okram Megha taught foiled, EP and sabre respectively to participants during the camp. Gokulam Kerala Football Club will select girl players from Manipur for the team. Selection trial for girl players in the age group of 16 to 23 years will be held from the June 6 to 7th at artificial turf ground Langjing Choba. The trial will be carried out at 8 a.m. and 12 noon at the artificial turf ground. The selection trial will also be held at 8 a.m. and 12 noon on June 8 and June 9 at artificial turf ground Senapati district. Interested players may gather more details at checkgokulamtrials@gmail.com. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. India Meteorological Department IMD predicts more rain and thunderstorms with lightning and gusty winds in several parts of Manipur in the next few days. Fresh floods submerged several roads and lanes across Imphal city due to incessant rainfall. 3 out of 5 gates of Imphal barrage opened to release excess water. Tensions escalates in Chanungawang Lekai, Imphal district after suspected cookie gunmen fire several rounds at a herd of grazing cattle near the 35 Assam rifle post. And the President Draupadi Murmu confers National Florence Nightingale Award 2025 to 15 outstanding nurses, including Lemapok from Ranjita from Manipur. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. In the meantime, have a great evening and always stay safe.